Heartland Season 20 has come to an end, and it is safe to say that few viewers were prepared for how emotionally heavy this finale would be. The combination of Nathan's marriage proposal to Amy and the tender, emotional moments between Georgie and Phoenix created a finale that did not rely on shock value, but instead leaned fully into emotional payoff. For many fans, this was not just an ending to a season, but a moment of reflection on how far these characters have come and how much they still have to lose. Nathan's proposal to Amy stands as the emotional centerpiece of the finale. It arrives not as a sudden or impulsive gesture, but as the culmination of a season filled with strain, testing moments, and quiet resilience. Their relationship has been anything but easy this year. There were misunderstandings, external pressures, unresolved grief, and the constant shadow of Amy's past. Yet, despite all of this, Nathan chooses commitment. The proposal feels deliberate, thoughtful, and deeply sincere. It is not simply about romance. It is about choosing stability, partnership, and a shared future in the midst of uncertainty. Parallel to this, the emotional scenes between Georgie and Phoenix added another layer of vulnerability to the finale. Their connection has always been rooted in understanding rather than grand declarations, and the final moments they share are quietly devastating. There is a sense of inevitability in their storyline, a recognition that love does not always mean permanence. These scenes resonate because they are understated. The Gracie storyline brings a darker, more morally complex thread to the episode. Her decision to pay West to steal cattle in order to gain a competitive advantage for her own ranch is one of the most unsettling developments of the season. It underscores how ambition, when mixed with desperation, can lead to destructive choices. Nathan's confrontation with this truth is particularly painful because it involves his own family. His decision to be honest with Jack and Amy about his sister's actions reflects growth and accountability. Nathan's solution to the situation is both decisive and tragic. By purchasing Gracie's shares, he ensures that she can no longer hurt anyone through her schemes. While this effectively ends the cattle theft storyline, it does so at a significant emotional and financial cost. There is no triumph in this resolution, only relief mixed with sadness. The fallout from this decision forces Nathan into another life-altering choice. In order to settle his debts, he must sell the Price Ranch. This moment is particularly poignant because it represents the loss of something deeply personal. The ranch is not just property, it is a symbol of legacy, effort, and belonging. Letting it go feels like admitting defeat, even if it is done out of necessity. Yet, in typical Heartland fashion, loss is immediately paired with the possibility of renewal. Salt Spring Island represents more than a change of scenery. It symbolizes escape, a fresh start, and the chance to build something new away from the weight of past mistakes. However, Nathan makes it clear that this dream only feels complete if he is not alone. His invitation to Amy, asking whether she and Lindy would consider joining him there, is deeply vulnerable. It is not framed as a demand, but as a question filled with hope. Looking ahead, it seems likely that Amy will say yes to Nathan. The season has already tested their relationship in countless ways, and they have emerged stronger each time. A proposal at this stage does not feel premature, it feels earned. Season 20 has consistently shown them choosing communication over avoidance and partnership over fear. A wedding storyline in the upcoming season would be a natural progression, allowing viewers to see not just the romance, but the practical and emotional challenges of blending lives, families, and histories. However, the question of Salt Spring Island complicates this future. Amy's potential departure from Heartland would be seismic, both narratively and emotionally. It is difficult to imagine the series without her deeply rooted presence on the ranch. This is why the finale hints at a season filled with reflection. If Amy does consider leaving, the show is likely to honor that possibility by revisiting her journey. Flashbacks, memories, and emotional callbacks would serve as a tribute to everything she has contributed to Heartland over the years. These moments would not only celebrate her legacy, but also contextualize the weight of her decision. Any such retrospective would inevitably include Ty. His presence, though no longer physical, remains deeply embedded in Amy's identity. Revisiting her past would mean confronting that love once again, not to reopen wounds, but to acknowledge the foundation it laid. What do you guys think about this subject? I welcome your thoughts in the comments. For more such videos, you can subscribe to our channel, turn on notifications, and like our video. See you again. Goodbye.